Okay. Yeah, you were going to explain this.
Sorry, you still sharing?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Sorry, it takes some time to be able to see your screen, so I'm just waiting for
Okay.
your screen to appear on my. So if you can continue running until I'm able to see your screen, then
Yeah.
okay. So now I already see your screen. So what
Okay.
you need to do now is that you press Control
Yep.
and then search on your keyboard for slash that is tilt to the right side. So you press Control. Yes, perfect.
Right.
So now you already commented that code. Okay. If you go up, you can also do the same so that you don't see any output from the code that is being up. So you didn't
So,
remove
but
the
can you?
code. Yes.
Right. Okay.
So just need
So we
only to
can do that for
comment that.
all.
Yes, exactly. So it doesn't create trouble for you when you are printing. Okay, now
Right.
run.
Okay.
I think you will see no errors now.
Yeah.
Okay, so but let me try to explain why you saw the error in the first place.
Okay. Yeah.
So you already defined console before. You see
Yeah.
here, so you
Yeah.
cannot do it two times. So if you want to do the same
Yeah.
console again, what you do actually you don't need to
You can
define
change
that.
the name.
No,
Yeah.
you no need to even change the name. You can still use the same console that is given to you here. You can still use it also.
Oh, you
Okay.
just don't need this line.
Yes, exactly. But at the moment, just keep the code as it is because you already commented all the lines before. Yeah, you wrote before. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you
Okay.
can.
Wait. This. No. Okay. I forgot already how I did this. This. Okay. There we go. So,
So I like the way that you write the code at the moment. Every time you add a few lines, you run and test. This is the correct way.
yeah.
Okay. So keep it on like that. Perfect.
Okay. Hmm. Should I make this end? And I just put, um, hmm, oh,
So there will be, I think, at least 2 errors. Okay, good.
hmm.
Can you recognize what could be the possible reason for the error? Cannot find simple.
Yeah.
So what does this mean? And here is referring here to average.
Oh, I need to make this open. I have to
Mhm.
try it now.
Okay, so the number of error will get reduced, but there will still be errors.
Okay.
Good, you managed to cut it. And then what is the second error?
Um, oh, both aside. Right. Well, let me just finish this. Eh, yeah. Mm,
Mhm.
oh, is it because I need a space?
Uh, but can you remember we talked that if you want to raise something to the power, we use
Oh,
Mass.
yeah, yeah. Oh, so to do, I think here, is it?
Mhm.
This one thing. Is that correct?
Yes, not bad. Yes.
That should be correct.
Yes, 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 should be correct. Yes.
Is that no? Oh, somewhere I need to put here. Think so.
Excellent.
Yeah. Okay. Now I need standard deviation. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Good. But then I would like you to emphasize one thing, that instead of you write here 3 print statements, but
Yeah.
we already learned a way that we can enter the inputs actually all in one line separated by space. So 78 you put space, 80 you put
Yeah.
space. So can you use that way at the moment? I want to make sure that you,
Okay.
I mean, no need to, yeah, you can, you adjust the code in a way that you like it. And please note that adding spaces in between separate portions of the code is a good practice to make it more readable.
So yeah, so then, but then how will I like separate number one, number two, number three for these inputs if it's
Okay.
all in one line?
Actually, see, the thing is, if you, when you want to enter an input in all in one line, you just have to put this followed by this, followed by this, and remove this and this. So
Oh, okay.
you just only remove the print. Okay, so it's good that you you get me that question, because it means that every time we introduce a new concept, we really have to do some practice, or else it will not be remembered. So please here write enter 3 grades, but okay, never mind, you already run, never mind.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
And in real world projects, I would like you to be precise in the requests from your user. So if you want him to put 3 grades separated by space, you have to write it. So now you see it accepts yours, and this is called tokens. Yeah. Can you still remember what we talk about tokens?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Then you can off excellent exercise, and then I can share with you the remaining.
Okay.
So actually, you are supposed in your level to be actually given a comments like that, and then you follow everyone. But I think your level and yours, I mean, the level of your IQ is quite high enough that you didn't really need that that kind of line by line instructions. So it's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to lecture 4. We talk about a little bit difficult topic, so I will not go deeply in it now. I just want to a little bit explain about it, and then little bit we will keep adding to it from time to time. So listen to me here. There is a concept that is called object-oriented programming. This is a heavy topic that sometimes people does not really digest it so easy. But okay, we will see. So in reality, everything around us can be represented into software, but there is a way to represent everything around us in the software. So what is the way to do that? The way is actually to use this kind of objects, and the concept is called OOP, object-oriented programming. Okay, so imagine that we have a car in the real life. A car have 2 things that we are able to describe it with. So the car have something called attributes, and it have something called attributes and then methods. So what is attributes and what is methods? So attributes is like the description of the car, the color of the car. So we can put say here color, manufacturing date, okay, here price. So this is what we can put under the attributes. So we are trying to simulate or to represent cars in software world. The software is totally different world from the real world, right? But the software is able to actually do simulations. So especially if you talk about games, if other than games in real life, if they want to simulate certain incidents, they also need to do something similar. So methods is an actions that can be taken by a car. The car can move, it can stop, it can turn right, it can turn left. So this is all actions that can be performed by the car. We call these kind of actions methods. Okay, so we have attributes, we have methods. Okay. Okay. He is giving to us another example of objects that can be represented in the software, which is iPod. So he said that we can build an iPod class to simulate the iPod. This kind of class is actually a template or a blueprint that, like what we said just now, it have attributes, which is data, behavior, which is methods. So, for example, attributes for the iPod can be the current song, the current volume, the battery life. And the behavior can be change a song, change volume, turn it on and off, and so on. So let us have a look here. So in real life, they describe the iPod blueprint like that. And they describe here the attributes, current song, volume, battery life, the behavior, power on and off, change station song, change volume, choose a random song. At the end of the day, how many iPods that we can have? Millions, right? But and every iPod will be different from the other. So every iPod will be running a different song, will be having a different volume, will be having a different life. So if we want to simulate a real life here, it's actually possible, and it's actually possible that you use that blueprint to actually simulate different iPods that is run by different people. So imagine if you look at here, this is the design or a blueprint of a house. In real life, you will use that same design to build millions of houses or even thousands of houses using the same design. But every house will be totally different entity in real life. So you will be having house 1, house 2, house 3, and in the Taman you'll find maybe 100 houses using the same design, for example. Okay. So, but in real, then you will find that there is a slight difference between the real life objects. So we call that blueprint class. We call the real life thing an object. Okay, so iPod 1 is an object, iPod 2 is an object, and so on. Okay, and now let us have a look. So he is also giving us a different example here. So he is trying to tell us that even the games, arcade games, actually use this kind of objects. So he said that we are able to represent a character that appear in the game and make a class for it. So the class have attributes, which is name, number of lives, and the Boolean, for example, is alien. And the behaviors of that character is shoot, run left, run right, jump. So this is a character in a game. And the character actually, we are able to build a real life, not real life, but create an object from that. So we can create, if we have 2 players, so that is an object, player 1, and this is another object, player 2. Both objects get or have name, number of lives that is separate from each other. So it's the same. When you use the blueprint that have all the details, you will end up having a different house, a different type of houses. Okay, and you're also able to have a character that is from the enemy. So enemy 1, enemy 2, and so on. I understand that it's not yet clear how can we actually use it. But can you imagine that in a game you will have different kind of blueprints? So you have a blueprint for character, for boss, for mystery box, for obstacles. Everyone will have its attributes and methods that is different from the other. And from every one of those, so if we have a class for a boss, you are able to build an object that's called level 1 and level 2. For a mystery box, maybe you are able to build an object that's called yellow. An obstacle can be a wall or a poison. Okay. So this is part of a real life. So Sprite is actually is an object in games. We have a sprite, which is an object that represents a character in a game. And we want to give it something. So you see here, he will give us something very simple. He will say that this sprite have two properties at the moment. It have an image and it have a width and height of the image and the position on the screen. He will only discuss here if he have a character like that and he want to represent it in the screen. So he need a center X and center Y. This is two properties that he would like to give it to this sprite.
Yeah.
So let us have a look. As I said, this is not the end of the information that we're going to discuss and explain about class. I will have to pass you the information little bit by little bit because it's too early for you to digest that heavy thing. So even if you understand 50% of what I said, it is totally fine. It is understood that this is a heavy topic. So this is a sprite class. We have a way to represent classes in an easy way like that. We call that UML diagram. Did you hear about UML before?
No.
No problem. So definitely, if you didn't study programming before, you never hear about UML. But definitely, when you study programming, you will always learn about UML. So a class can be represented clearly using this way. So we call that line a constructor. Do you need to understand how it is done? No, at the moment, no. Just know that this is a constructor, and the constructor normally takes the same name of the class. If we call it sprite here, then we have the constructor using the same name. If we use the word iPod, then you will see here the word instead of sprite, then you will see iPod. So we talked before about two kind of attributes. These attributes is of a double data type. Okay, they will carry the position in the screen that you want to show your character on the screen, okay, to the user. Okay, and we have an example of two behavior of the sprite character, and it is display and update. Okay. Okay. I will not continue and describe anything anymore here. I will stop and I move to the next. And every class we will try to talk more about objects and why it is needed. So in general, in short, if you talk about, do you know booking.com? Sorry, we have to close and open again.
Oh, okay.